What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match, and Barcelona beat Ceuta 5-0 in the round 16 of the Copa del Rey, progressing to the quarterfinals in comfortable fashion, but the performance wasn't really up to scratch. And the lineup for this match is on the screen. It was Iñaki Peña in goal, a back four of Hector Bellerin, Eric Garcia, Marcos Alonso, and Jordi Alba, midfield three of Sergi Roberto, Franck Kessie, and Pablo Torre, and a front three of Raphinha, Ferran Torres, and Robert Lewandowski. Now, the match for Barcelona did start off fairly poorly. We're trying to get into the game. We couldn't even pass the ball around that much. We're passing the ball like 4 times, losing it, 3 times, losing it. Then slowly but surely, I think past the half an hour mark, we started to go into the game a bit more. Of course, this is like the second string team, essentially. I had no problem with this lineup whatsoever from Xavi. Was hoping Lewandowski wouldn't play the full 90, but he ended up doing it. And then Raphinha gets that golazo right before halftime. Ball comes in from Franck Kessie. He controls it, bends it. It hits the goalkeeper's hand, so a better goalkeeper might have saved it. But it went in, gave Barcelona the lead right before the break. Then after the break, the floodgates started opening. Of course, first Lewandowski got a goal. I think the ball was stolen by Franck Kessie after the Ceuta defender miscontrolled the ball. Crossed it in quickly. Lewandowski hits it quickly one time, and he also made it 2-0. Then Ansu Fati as well. Ball on the line from Jordi Alba. Ansu Fati threw on goal. Does a little shimmy, bends it, makes it 3-0. And then Franck Kessie got his goal after getting 2 assists. Cross comes in beautifully from Raphinha. He heads it in, makes it 4-0. And then Lewandowski got a goal. And the dying moments, I think it was a ball over the top from Eric Garcia. Or it's actually, no, it's a ball from Eric Garcia through the pitch to Lewandowski. He ran through and scores. Overall, good game for Barcelona in terms of the fact that we were scoring. We made a lot of chances in this match, and we scored the most of them. I think Barcelona created in this match 8 chances and scored 5, which of course is, a fantastic conversion rate. Hopefully we can do that more often. But in this match, the performance wasn't that great. Let's be honest. I think from the Super Cup final to this, the downgrade is unbelievable, but that is expected when you make full rotations like this. I think the game didn't really flow in the favor of Barcelona. The pitch wasn't that great. The players were slipping a lot in the first half, whether they watered the pitch or the pitch is not artificial grass or whatever the case may be. The players were clearly affected by the pitch in the first half. But second half, different monsters having made substitutions, and then we grew into the game slowly but surely. I think he brought on Xavi, Busquets, Christensen, Ansu Fati, and then he brought on Alekron as well to make his debut, the young Barcelona B striker. So overall, great day for Barcelona. This is what we expected, of course. Like I said in the match preview, if we don't absolutely annihilate this team, we're going to have problems. If we even lose, it could be the biggest loss in the club's history. I said even the Barcelona B team could probably beat them. And after this match, I'd probably be very confident in the B team beating Ceuta. They had, I think, a header in the first half from Rodri, their striker. He hit it and it hit the side netting. There's a moment where Iñaki Peña had to punch out a dangerous cross, and that was pretty much it. They didn't have any more sniffers. They were in the final third a little while. They got some corner kicks. They had some decent attacking momentum, but nothing came through with a shot on target, anything like that. And Iñaki Peña getting a clean sheet, probably his first clean sheet for the Barcelona first team. I can't remember getting another one. I think against Kiev, we conceded to Dynamo. What did we play? No, Victoria Pleasant. I think we did concede. So first clean sheet for Barcelona. That's always a good feat. But I think some players will benefit from this match. I think Raphinha came in, played well, got a goal and assist. Franck Kessie, there's rumors about him. Apparently him and Xavi were supposed to meet before the game. He was supposed to apparently agree to a swap deal. 2 assists and 1 goal. So maybe that'll increase his market value just a little bit. Who knows? I think Eric Garcia started the match very, very poorly, but in the second half was a different monster. He was playing well. Then you have some players who didn't impress you whatsoever. Mainly for me, of course, it was Ferran Torres. The reports in the media, they're saying that he hired a psychologist to help him out. He's apparently mentally he's not there, but this man is he's a few steps away from the entire fan base being against him, because he's already got a few haters, and if he keeps this up, there'll be other ones that join him. So he really needs to shape up if he wants to continue his career at Barcelona. I would not be surprised if we sold him this summer. 30 million, 35 million to Arsenal, whatever the case may be. Pablo Torre was chopped off at halftime. I was quite surprised about that, especially for Pablo Gabi to come in. I thought Pablo Torre, he didn't have too many touches, did not really get into the game too much, but when he was on the ball, he wasn't too bad. So I think that's a bit of a rash substitution from Xavi, in my opinion. I think Hector Bellerin was average, did what he had to do. I think he had a good run in the first half when he passed it around the player and got to the byline and put a good cross in. Other than that, he put in the shift. Roberto as well lost the ball a few times in the midfield, but again, is he really a pivot? No, he's just doing a job, and you know what? Today he did it. Jordi Alba, I think apart from his assists, he was, very, very quiet. Did not really get up and down the pitch like we usually see him. I think he's more so defending today. I think the only times he really got into the game was where he was completing 1-2s with either Pablo Torre, Pablo Gabe, Varane, Ansu. Once he got those 1-2s, he continues his run, then he'd go forward. But apart from that, he was very, very quiet in my opinion. Marcos Alonso, I mean, he put in the shift as well. He, I think, got subbed off for Christensen around the 80th minute. Didn't really have any problems with him. Robert Lewandowski, of course, will not be playing this weekend alongside Ferran Torres due to the fact they both have a red card suspension. Got 2 goals for Loa. Fair enough to him. He's going to be he's a monster. What a signing he's been as well. 45 million, worth every single penny. He's got I think 25 goals in 25 games this season, something ridiculous like that. Crazy, absolutely crazy. I think it was a bit risky for Xavi to play him for the full 90 minutes, but it's also important to keep in mind that you want to keep him match fitness. When I have that match sharpness still there, so when we play next week in the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey, he'll be there ready to fire and ready to go. Because if you didn't play him in this game at all, then you didn't play him against the weekend, that's like a week with him without playing game. I think 90 minutes was a bit of a risk. I thought he'd take him off in the 8th minute for the Barcelona B striker, but he actually took off Raphinha. Again, Raphinha cannot get a 90 minutes to save his life, the poor guy. He played well today, but still, I still don't think he's played 90 minutes for Barcelona, which is a bit disappointing, but it is what it is. And then Lewandowski proved Xavi right. He got a goal near the end of the game, got his brace. But yeah, this game is as we expected. I'm not surprised whatsoever in terms of the team performance rating. I'd probably give it a 6 just because the performance was average. Yeah, we got the job done. Like I put there in the caption there, job done. We move. We did what we had to do. We beat them. We beat them by scoring a lot of goals. We played well, not particularly, but of course, Barcelona on their off day can beat Ceuta on the best day of their lives. If every single Ceuta player was playing at the peak of their prowess, Barcelona, on an off day would still beat them. So I think even Barcelona being on an off day could beat them as well. So this was really a challenge. Of course, like Xavi said in the press conference, for the first time since I became manager, we got a good draw. This is what he meant. It was away from home, understandable because they are the lower ranked team, so they do have the right to have that home advantage. But home advantage did not help them today. Maybe the pitch was a bit rummy and grummy here and there, but overall, I think Barcelona walked away very, very comfortable in this match. And I think for Xavi today, per manager rating, probably give him a solid 8 out of 10. Yeah, the performance wasn't that great, but can you blame him? He had to make full rotations. The players are coming in, not having too many minutes, a bit rusty. I think his subs were very good. I think the only one downside was not taking off Lewandowski. I was surprised by that, but he made all 5 substitutions, gave the Barcelona B striker his debut as well, put some match fitness in there, got some rotation. The Bellerin got a full 90, Eric Garcia full 90, and Naki Peña, Franck Kessie as well. Now the question is, will, for example, like Raphinha and Kessie, who played well in this game, by the way, I'd probably give Kessie a man of the match, can they break now into the first team against Getafe? Would you start Kessie against Getafe? I think I would. If we're going to play a midfield 4, definitely I would start him. If you don't want to play midfield 4, that's fine. I'm thinking Kessie, De Jong, Gavi, Pedri. Woo! Fire. Against Getafe as well, come on. That at the Camp Nou, that should get the job done. But I don't think Xavi will. There's a problem with Xavi is that when a player goes out there and performs, does he get that backing again to go again? That's a real question. So I'll have to wait and see. I think Raphinha could push with the lack of forward options that we do have with Varane and Lewandowski being suspended, of course. But I think Xavi might go with the forward midfield, simply to have one striker on the bench just in case something happens, an injury, something like that. If you start all 3, one gets injured, then you have Alacron, what's his name? Alacron? I gotta figure out how to pronounce his name. But you have him essentially. So with Memphis now going, of course, to Atletico Madrid. But yeah, I think Xavi got everything right today. Starting lineup was good. Substitutions were great as well, apart from, again, the Lewandowski, and got the job done. We're now into the final 8 of the Copa. The quadruple is still on. Super Cup, Copa del Rey, La Liga, and the Europa League. But I think the main goal for Barcelona will probably be to win the domestic treble. I think the Europa League will be at least their priorities for now. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash the like button. And of course, leave your thoughts down below in the comments. And also subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care. Great win. Great result. And we now move again to win this competition. The King Cups is ours. We've won the most in history. And we're going to add another one to our tally. Take care. And Forza Barca.